Select one underlined word or phrase that needs to be changed to make the sentence correct, or indicate that none of the underlined parts are in error. After 2 of the plane's engines malfunctioned, which was a very terrifying experience for the passengers, the pilot was able to coast to the nearest airport and land safely. Let's go through each choice to see if there's a mistake that needs correcting. B. 2 of the planes. There are no errors in this phrase. The correct 2 is used, as opposed to TO or TOO, and the apostrophe is appropriately placed. The S at the end of plane doesn't indicate a plural, but rather it's an apostrophe S that indicates a possessive. As we see that the sentence is referring to engines that belong to the plane, the possessive apostrophe is appropriate here, and we can mark this choice off. C. A very terrifying experience. Although on a surface level there's nothing wrong with the adjective modifier very, it actually depends on what kind of adjective it's modifying. Terrifying is what's described as an extreme or ungradable adjective. Just like it sounds, an extreme adjective is an adjective that describes things in an extreme or intense way, such as filthy instead of dirty, gorgeous instead of pretty, boiling instead of hot, etc. When using an extreme adjective, we don't pair them with mild modifiers like very, quite, pretty, etc. Instead, we use modifiers like incredibly, totally, utterly, etc. With this in mind, we can see that very in this sentence is incorrect, and the phrase should say an utterly terrifying experience or an incredibly terrifying experience. As we can see that there's an error in this phrase, this is likely our answer, but we can take a look at choice D just to be sure. D. Was able to coast. There are no problems with this phrase. Although coast is a noun, meaning the land next to the seashore, it's also a verb, meaning to travel without propulsion, which is what would be happening here, as the plane's engines have malfunctioned. As all is in order here, we can mark this choice off and mark choice C, a very terrifying experience, as our final answer.